Here. So today we will emphasize more on how the food and how to take food and what are the dietetics, how the diet should be maintained, and what are the rules and regulations of various foodstuffs to be taken, and how to maintain the normal gap between the two meals, and different things regarding the diet, regarding the food. The Ayurveda Ahara is Ahara described in our text. The texts are 70 to 75 texts are there, which are actually like Charaka Samhita, Sarangadhara Samhita, Bhava Prakasha, like this. The Nigantus are there. They have actually given us various recipes. So recipes are made as per those texts, and that are to be taken in accordance to the various factors. Not that for each one is okay for everybody. It's not like that. So it depends upon various factors, and those factors are considered, and then the recipes are made. Then it will be called as Ayurveda Ahara. It's Ayurveda. If they are given, this is modern name. Actually, that is called as Matra Sitiya Ahara. That is nothing but Ayurveda Ahara. And you can say, so all the foodstuffs are having their gunas. Just now we have discussed now. So let us see one after the other. Generally, what people generally most of the overall uh, throughout the globe, we people eat rice or wheat. That is the main things, and after that some other things also come. So let us see one by one. Rice, that is called shali. They are visha, they are sticky, and snigdha in guna, madhura in taste, and they increases the power, but it is somewhat constipating. Rice are constipating because this whole thing will be digested, and the fibers are very less, and that's why it may be constipating. But Shastika, which is called Shastika, means which comes after 6 months. That means they are harvested after 6 months. That means the long period that they ripe, and we get the rice from them. So those things are very good, and they are Kashaya in Rasa, Shita Vidya, and Mutrala. That means they are diuretic. They are very cool to take, and they are good for all type of persons, and they are even called as pathya. That means good thing. Even in the disorders also, we can give this Shastika Shali or Shastika rice. Nowadays, the these things have come, and generally the rice what we get, they are of 4 months or 5 months. The Shastika are not coming now, but at places people still harvest this Shastika, and that will be very good. And then we can see the wheat and barley. Barley was abundantly grown, and it was a main foodstuff previously, a century ago also. But now that has taken, the place has taken up by wheat, the Goduma. So barley is very good thing, and they are very Ruksha the Guru, and it's having laxative property also, and it's good and easily digestible. But whereas Godum, you can see that it is Guru. That means not easily digestible. But other good properties are there for Godum also. But nowadays, as we learned that it is having our gluten problem, gluten related digestive problems are now occurring from the wheat only. But Eva, we should not have, we do not have that problem. But Evas are now very little quantity they are being grown or they are harvested. So this the difference between that. Yavas are good, but they're not available. Godumas are also good, but having certain problems. They are guru, and we have abundantly that Goduma. And other grams like pulses. This is called Shimbi Dhanyam. So quickly let us move. Munga is a green gram. It is Kashaya Madhura Ragushita, but it is causes kapha pitta nashaka. So it diminishes kapha and pitta. That means it actually causes some vata vruddhi. Arahara, that is tur dal, that is red gram. It is also controls kapha and pitta and rakta. But this is somewhat constipating. And masoor, that is red lentils. Masoor dal is also available here. I think even in US. So that is also good, but kapha pitta hara. You can see that all these dals are kapha and pitta hara, and they causes the excessive quantity of vata. Vata means again all gaseousness will be there, and they can cause pain abdomen, and there will be certain type of pains and contractures in muscles and all those things. If you take in excess quantity, but balanced quantity is okay. So you can see these pulses, this chana and mata, they are guru and they are vata shamaka. They are opposite to the earlier things. This is vata shamaka and this is also again vata karaka chana, but it is also guru. That means somewhat horse gram and black grams are heavy and they will not digest properly if you taken in the heavy quantity. So likewise, millets are also actually mentioned in Ayurveda. So Ayurveda Ahar means even millets are also taken, but millets are uh, very light one, and they are astringent and light for digestion. They can be used in overnourished disorders or metabolic disorders like obesity, diabetes, and all those things. But they increase vata. Where the vata is not in proper way, there we cannot use these millets. So they are called as kudhanyam. Shudradhanyam, kudhanyam cha, trunadhanyam iti snutam. All these three names are the names for the millets. All millets put together. They are called kudhanyam. They are not that important one and not having all good qualities in them, but still certain disorders one can resort to the use of this kudhanyam or trunadhanyam that is called. So they are ruksham. That means they cause vata. That vata as dosha that increases, and clear the shoshakam. That means whatever the extra water is there or whatever the extra nourished, over nourished, obese people are there. For them, it is very good. All the so Ayurnitronomics. That's a special subject now coming up. So we have to see all the Vata, Pitta, Kapha is Prakriti, is Kala, and is Dosha, and everything. And what are the Dushas are problematic. As for that, we have to make preventive or personalized nutrition or promotive nutrition or the participatory nutrition. Like this, we have to make this coming up as a big subject, your nutrogenomics. So generally, we have three types of millets. That is sorghum, pearl millet, bajra, jowar, bajra, and ragi, finger millet. Ragi is finger millet. So sorghum is cooling in nature, sweet taste, light to digestion, dry in nature. It's very dry, and if you take also, your skin will be very much dry. That means only if you take only that one. So dry, and you feel that everything is rough surface. And even if in excess quantity, if one consumes, there will be cracks in foot and cracks in hands also in for certain people, not in everybody. So, but they are very good when a person is obese or a person having extra quantity of water inside and his metabolic disorder is suffering from. In those people, This is a good thing. Like that finger millet. It is also cooling in nature and it also balances pitta. Though it is taste sweet, but in the beginning it will be somewhat bitter. Then it sweets this. But the important thing is it is having rich source of calcium. So for those who are, but you see, in joint pains and in bony disorders, the vata will be actually increasing, and they are all vata disorders. Sir. But for them, if you take millets, particularly this, for want of calcium, their calcium level may increase, but their pains and their joint problems may not be controlled properly because it also causes Vata Vruddhi. Again, Vata Vruddhi can cause the pain in the joints. So, with that, we have to formulate some part of millets and some part of other foodstuffs that will be making a good recipe for that particular person. So here the various, you can take this because it is already with you. This finger millet, you can see here, this is only particular. So calcium 344 mgs per 100 grams. That means the maximum calcium is available in finger millet. But the rest of the all other things are common across all the millets. So energy kilo calcium kilo calories also almost above 300 and 320, almost around that. So even wheat also you have 346 kilocalories. Rice also it is almost 345 or like that one. So kilocalories and caloric value are not that much different, but only the Ayurvedic gunas are important here. That's why I say that depends upon the gunas because you can see these two things are guru and that means rice and wheat are guru and they can cause diminishing of the vata. But whereas if you take sorghum and pearl and finger millet, bajra or ragi, they will cause vata and vata problems will be increasing there. So this we have to keep in mind when we are making a particular recipe for the particular person. So minor millets, we might be knowing foxtail millet, kodo millets, barnyard millet, little millet, and closum millets. So these are very abundantly taken or used in India in different parts. Suppose this sanva is very much popular in Gujarat and Rajasthan or like that. And I think this is in Uttarakhand. The grass in Himalayan plains actually from that this millet will be actually forming, and that is very popularly taken food in the Himalayan place, in particularly in Uttarakhand. So to may to give a therapeutic effect of the food, we have to think of all these things. How it develops the brain, how it develops the calcium and bone, how the antimicrobial and anti-ulcerative properties. After that only you can formulate a recipe for particular person or particular patient even. So let us know what are the various recipes. A quick survey. Number one is rice, cooked rice, that is called bhat or actually in Sanskrit bhakta. And its supernatant water, which we just take it out, is called kanji or manda. So bhat is cooked rice, and the supernatant or the water that is removed while it is boiling, that is removed. So that is called as a manda, or that is called as kanji also. Kanji, kanji, ganji, everything that. So bhata is lagu. That's why in Jwara, after you get up from the fever for 4 5 days, fever is there. So first, people will be asked to take some little bit rice with something. In our area, some chintakaya tukku is given with this. That means that taste buds will be nourished, and then thereby he can take food very well after this. So Lagu Guna is important in convalescent period so that it will be easily digested. But still, it gives some bala also. It is balya also. And then what is next is Yavagu. Yavagu is rice made like syrup, extracted supernatant liquid after boiling the rice with 4 times of water. So full water is actually even, and whole mixture is churned, and that is like a syrup it comes. So drinkable type of rice that is called Yavagu. It's a liquid khichdi type of thing. So Yavagu is also an important one. It is very good for in diarrhea and in loose motions and where the stomach is upset. In such cases, if you give this yavagu, that will give good result, and it also increases the agni. And peya. Third one is peya. First is manda and bhakta, then yavagu, then peya. Peya is also cooked with 14 types of water. There we use only 4 times. Here 14 times of water without filtrate as a whole you have to take here also. It is good for digestion and it is also makes anuloma. That means proper peristaltic movements are maintained. Even vomiting will be also controlled and diarrhea is also controlled. So next is Vilepi. It is 4 times of water. It is again just like Peya, but here only the supernatant water is taken out. It is good and very lagu, easily digestible, and it is good for the heart, and it is also increases the fire. That means the agni. And manda, just we have already discussed. That is the kanji. And yusha. Yusha is, it is made from the pulses. It is a soup of pulses cooked adding 18 times of water. 18 times. The water, the pulses are taken one measure. Then you have to add 18 measures of water, and that should be cooked. And this whole thing should be churned, and that is taken like a liquid only. It is lagu, balakaraka, and increase the taste of tongue. You have to add some pepper and something like that. Good for the throat and mouth also. It controls the kapha. It is because the pulses are pitta and kapha nashakas and vatakaras. And soupa, that is the what the presented soup is the same thing. Here also we have the soup is made from dals. It is lighter from form of liquid. That means more than this, it is still lighter, and it is lagu, kaha pitta nashaka, improves taste, vatahara, and pitta nashaka. Wherever you find that abdominal upset and you find that burning sensation, in that the soup made from the dals that should be taken. And Sara, we know rasam. Rasam is a juice of tamarind and added with different type of spices, and it is made like a taste. Particularly ginger is also used, and different leaves are also put in it, and it is somewhat sour. And everybody knows. I think Telugu background people, everybody knows rasam. It is nothing but sara. In Sanskrit, it is called as sara. And then generally we have this papad, parpati, that is called parpati. This parpati is also a good thing for agni, and it increases the taste. The taste buds are nourished, and the taste will be actually felt very well, so that the intake of food will be increasing. And this is actually called khichdi nowadays. Everybody knows khichdi. It is called as kushara. So rice and dals cooked together in different configuration. That means rice 3 parts and dal 1 part, or rice off and dal off. And pongal also comes under this only, and it's good. But it is if it is used the uh, black gram is used, it will become guru. But with all other dals, it is lagu. Generally, the green gram is used for this making the khichdi. Payasam, payasam is payasam, that is called kheer. Rice and other cereals are cooked with milk and added with sugar. That is actually payasam. Nowadays, we make some vermicelli and something, and that is also because they also come from wheat or the rice. So, and cereals are also to be added here, and with that, it makes a payasam. It's a sweet dish. Payasam is very good for all the dhatus, particularly Shukra dhatu. And because it is Madura, it is already, we add milk, it is already Madura, and we have to add some sugar also, sugar or jaggery. And it because it is Madura, it Pitta Nashak also. That means the excessive burning sensation or the sore erectations, all those things will be controlled by this payasam. Polika is nothing but a chapati, and sometimes we can make it to adding some spices or salt, or sometimes the normal chapati also can be taken as polika. And it is good thing, and it is increases the bala, and it causes laxative effect also. And then we see the karkatika. The karkatika is the what we nowadays call the Punjabi dish, that is different type of rotis. So they are all made up of wheat. Vada is called as vatuka. It is deep fried bread or deep fried pudding, salt pudding, and it is, though it is tasty, but pitta and kapha will be aggravating with this, because it is generally made from the guru daha, that guru ahara. That means particularly the pulses of green, Bengal gram and green gram, sorry, black grams. Purnika is a specific, everybody know, I think Purana, or what you call that, Bhaksha. Bhaksha is also called. The wheat flour is filled with cooked dal and jaggery. So that is made like a pudding, and then the roti is made, and it is, I think many of us know this. It is very good for respiratory and heart ailments. It also controls the giddiness. That means immediately it releases the required quantity of calories, and it's good for even good sleep. You will get after eating the putnika. You will get very good sleep, and that is also important. That means kapha increases.